Good morning, students. Today we are going to do reading of our English literature book, chapter number 3. Name of the chapter is Galileo and the Light. It's on page number 19. I would want all of you to open your books and start reading with me. Understand the chapter. So are we all ready? Let's start. And I would want you all to pay attention on all the words, how I am pronouncing it, so that you also pronounce it in the same way. You must have heard of Galileo Galilei, the great Italian mathematician, physicist, inventor, philosopher, and astronomer who not only discovered many details about our solar system, but also invented the telescope and the microscope. Galileo is most famous for discovering the 4 largest moons of Jupiter, now known as the Galilean moons. He also discovered sunspots, many new stars, and even named the mountains and seas on our moon. But most importantly, Galileo was one of the first scientists to openly support the Copernican idea that the sun was at the center of the solar system and that the earth revolved around the sun. So my dear children, we are here talking about a great philosopher, scientist, astronomer, and name of that person is Galileo Galilei. So what did he do? He discovered many details about our solar system and also invented microscope and telescope. Galileo is also famous for discovering 4 largest moons of Jupiter, and these moons are now known as Galilean moons. He also discovered sunspots and many new stars, and even named the mountains and seas on moon. So you all know there are mountains and seas on moon, right? So he also named them. But most importantly, Galileo was the first scientist to openly support Copernican idea. So beta, Copernicus was again one of the famous scientists who had given this philosophy that sun is the center of the universe. But in olden times, people never used to believe that. They thought that, okay, earth is the center of the universe. You are going to read about it in details later on in your classes. But in this English literature chapter, this is the story of Galileo Galilei. So let's concentrate on what he did. So this Copernicus was a scientist. He gave a theory that sun is center of the universe. But people did not support him. Only Galileo supported him. So that is mentioned in these lines. Copernican idea that the sun was at the center of the solar system and the earth revolved around the sun. Galileo lived at a time when people believed that the earth was center of the universe and that everything, the sun, the planets, the distant stars, everything revolved around the earth. As I told you before, so in olden times, what happened? People used to believe that earth is at the center of the universe and everything, sun, planets, stars, they move around the earth. No one liked the idea that we were just a tiny part of infinite universe. Infinite, never-ending universe. So people did not like this idea that what Copernicus has given us, that sun is the center of the universe. People never liked this idea. They said that no, we are the center of the universe. But only Galileo supported Copernicus. that not only did the universe not revolve around us, but nor did the sun and other planets. Galileo's support for Copernican theory got him into a lot of trouble. But he was persistent until it was proven to be true. Persistent, continuously working on it. Okay, so when Galileo supported Copernicus about his theory, people did not trust him, believe him. He got into a lot of trouble, but he kept on working over it, and till the time he proved it to be true. How did he prove? So there were certain scientific inventions, discoveries he did to prove the theory that sun is the center of the universe. What is not so well known is that Galileo is credited with being the first scientist to try to measure the speed of light. Okay, now one more thing is mentioned here. Galileo has also tried to measure speed of the light. He is the first scientist to give us theory behind speed of light. So light also बच्चे travels in certain speed. Until few hundred years ago, it was assumed that speed of light was infinite. Hundred years ago, it was assumed, means believed, that speed of light was infinite, that we cannot count it. Infinite is that you cannot count. But this Galileo believed that no, speed of light can be counted. We can measure it. When in actuality, it's just really fast. Exactly 299,792,458 meters per second. So Galileo gave us the speed of light based upon his experiments, his studies, that light also travels by some speed. So, and this is the speed of the light. It travels this much speed, meters per second. So let's turn the page now. I'm on page number 20. Let's start reading from here. The first known person to question the idea that the speed of light is infinite was the Greek philosopher Empedocles in the 5th century BC. A few years later, the Greek philosopher Aristotle disagreed with Empedocles and insisted that the speed of light was indeed infinite, and the argument continued back and forth for more than 2000 years until Galileo stepped in. Galileo's method for measuring light was quite simple. He and his assistant stood with 2 lit lamps a mile apart, and by covering and uncovering the lamps, they tried to deduce if there was any time lag between the two. The results were inconclusive. The only thing Galileo could conclude was that, if not instantaneously, it is an extraordinarily rapid. Galileo assumed that the light travels at least 10 times faster than sound, but he had no evidence to support his theory, and so he decided that his experiment was a failure. So, in these lines, Galileo tried to prove speed of light through an experiment, but that experiment failed. He could not prove. Inconclusive means results were disputed. So he had no proper results of the experiment. So he thought that his experiment is a failure. But the most important thing here is not the success or the failure of his experiment. What is important is that Galileo made a start by not accepting the old theories without any scientific evidence. So Galileo was a person who did not believe in age-old beliefs. He wanted scientific evidence behind everything. Just like his support for Copernican theory, Galileo opened the doors to thinking outside of fixed beliefs and lit the way to scientific thought. In 1632, he openly stated that the earth revolved around the sun. So, my dear children, in 1632, Galileo proved that earth revolved around the sun. So, sun is the center of the universe. Galileo can be credited for the birth of modern science. Many of his early theories and deductions have laid the foundation of our modern discoveries, including Einstein's theory of relativity and Newton's law of gravity. You are going to read about Einstein's theory and Newton's law of gravity in your science classes, maybe in class 7, 8. So these are all scientists, they have given us theories behind science. Before Galileo, scientific thought was muddled with religion and philosophy, and scientists depended on Aristotle's method of philosophical analysis to explain actual physical occurrence. So before Galileo, what happened that people used to depend on philosophical ideas. There was no scientific theory behind anything. But Galileo wanted that behind everything there should be some scientific proof. Galileo believed in empirical evidence based on experimentation and calculation. The modern scientific method. In modern science, we have everything based upon calculations, experiments. We don't have anything just on the face of it. Philosophy is not considered. We need calculations, experiments to prove. So modern scientific methods. Galileo was the person who believed in scientific methods based on experimentation and calculation. He questioned the practice of scientific observations without logical proof. So whatever was proved without having any logic behind it, so he questioned those scientists or real calculation and argued that physics should be a mathematical science. So Galileo is the person who said that physics should be a mathematical science. There should be some logic, some proof, calculations behind physics. Galileo was fearless in the face of religious persecutions. Persecutions means beliefs and public humiliation, and stuck to his scientific beliefs. He did not fear public humiliation. Okay, he had no fear for that, what people are going to say. He did not believe in religious beliefs that, okay, this is the way it has to happen. So he had everything should be, whatever is proved based upon experimentation, he used to believe that. And it is largely because of him that we can now enjoy the bright age of logic, science, and progress. So, my dear children, we have finished the reading of this chapter, and there are certain new words given here. I'll be sharing meaning of these words. I would request all of you to do this reading again, and please pay attention on pronunciation of each and every word. Thank you.